Okay, so today is the 25th of April. I just got off watching our Mid-Atlantic Carnivorous Plant Society meeting online, virtual meeting, and I was starting this before, and I'm continuing it now. It's what 3:30. What I am doing is going through my various plants. Here's the Sarracenia. It's probably not going to come in focus, but there are a lot of Drosera in there, a lot of Sundews, and they're still in their Hibernacula stage. So, or is it Hibernaculum? I guess I don't know the plural or singular of Latin, but their winter storage phase. How about that? So here I'm finding a whole bunch in this pot. I think I have another behind me. I do. Down there, and I have to go through it. So here I've mixed up 50% silica sand, and it was called yellow mason sand in my garden center. Its pH was 3.2. Wonderful. So I'm assuming it's coming from the Pine Barrens because I live in New Jersey, and I mixed it 50% with peat moss. Just out of a bale that I got at the garden center, and 50% with that sand, and I'm transplanting. This thing is full of the Hibernacula, of the Drosera, of the Sundews. I'm not sure of the species. I know I had both. I had all three. I had the rotundifolia, intermedia, and what's the long-leafed one? Linearis, I think. Is that what it is? I don't remember. But anyway, so what I'm doing is going through, and I am using my iLoop. This is a 7 power because at 67 almost, it's a little more difficult to see the fine stuff. So I use this little spatula here to dig them out, and I use my, oh yeah, okay, so I dropped it. Oh, okay, so here, and then I got my little pair of tweezers, and there is little tiny moss. Boy, it starts with a P, and I do not remember the genus name. It's not Pithophora. I think that's a fungus. It's a damping off fungus. But anyway, that's it. It's that, which is kind of neat. I'm thinking of using it for a immersed growth plant of some aquatic plants. What do you call those things? Little jars. I can't think of the name. Anyway, so here's the deal. I'm going through and pulling out all the Hibernacula, and I'm planting them in these pots. I got a couple more. Wow. Okay, way over there. So there's 4 more pots that have various of my Drosera that I've pulled out. So there you go. All right, the moss that I was trying to remember before is Polytrichum. And it's actually right down, oh man, right down here. Oh, I couldn't tell you the species. That's the genus. And so within that mix, there's probably still what? I don't even know. I'm going to say at least a dozen more Hibernacula. There's a couple. Let's see. Right in there. Okay, and here's the pot. Let me zoom out. I still have some room before I have to make another pot. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these Drosera, because by the time these things bud out, they're going to be overflowing one another. So anyway, so this pot is full. And I still have this whole section here with lots more Hibernacula. And I think it's filiformis. Before I said linearis, I think it's filiformis. I think that's the third Drosera that's native to New Jersey. And over here in this pot, oh boy, how many more are in here? I don't know, but I know I need to go and make a whole new pot to transplant. I'm going to have a million Sundews. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully the club will be able to have another auction, another public meeting sooner or later. All right, bye-bye. So now that this pot is full, I was looking on the ICPS website a few days ago, and I noticed what they said to do, or what that particular video or whatever it was I was watching said, was to mulch the top of your pot with some sand. And I have this dry sand that I got from where our local garden center. They're calling it yellow mason sand. It's the stuff I was saying, it's got a pH of 3.2. So here we go. This is what I mixed 50% with. I'm going over it and I'm mulching in all of my Hibernacula that I planted. And I couldn't tell you how many I've got. More than I need, that's for sure. Anyway, I'm putting this on. I'm going to have to go make a new pot. This is something that's new for me. I've never done this, transplanting all my Sundews. It's a wonderful way, according to the article that I read on the ICPS website. It's how you keep... Whoa! Almost dropped the whole thing. It's how you keep the Sundews from getting overrun by all the mosses. Because they will. They'll just overrun it. So here we go. You can see what I'm doing. This is some of the sand that I let dry out. Let it dry overnight. I was going to dry it in the oven, but I found just one night in about a ½ inch thick layer. Worked perfectly. So there we go. I guess that's good enough. So that's how I've mulched it. Alright, so now I got to go mix up another pot and do some more transplanting. It's really nice. It's letting me clean out all my plants, and it's putting all the Sundews together, something I've never done before. Alright, so I have to mix up a new pot. This is, here's the pot. I'm going to say that's about 8 inches tall and probably 8 inches in diameter. What I do first is I put long fiber sphagnum in the bottom of the pot to cover up all those holes. And then here's my mixture of 50% of this mix, which is actually a mixture of perlite and peat moss. Well, take my word for it, there it is. And then here's the really fine sand, and that's what this is right here. It's 50-50 peat moss and sand, and that's going to be my potting mix. So now I filled the pot with the potting mix. Now I want to give credit to Abe Van Wingerden, who's a local wholesale grower of bedding plants in the greenhouse, in the Van Wingerden family greenhouses. I doubt very much he'll ever see this video, but I've learned a lot from him over the years. Anyway, so what he would always do is he'd take a pot after putting the potting mix in and just pick it up and drop it down, and that helps to pack it in, and then I just smooth it off, and now it's ready. What I'm going to do is go put it into water to soak up, and then I'll plant my plants. So here, let's go over here. I was going to cut this part out, but I'll leave it in. And I'll come over to here. This is rainwater in this little, not little, but it's a big stainless steel pot. And I set it in. Alright, I'm going to let it sit in there for enough time that the whole surface will be wet. And then I'll transplant. So out of this moss-filled pot, I must have just gotten about 20 Drosera, 20 of my Sundews. It's either intermedia or rotundifolia. I'm not sure. But anyway, this moss, which I'm not sure of what it is probably going to be ideal for a wabikusa. That's the name of the jar I could not think of before. Because this moss is growing in moist media in the open air, and it's winter hardy, which I don't care about wabikusa, but anyway, here's my potential for making my first wabikusa. There's my covering for it. All right.